Most likely, you're not available 24/7 for your customer. That's why your business has opening hours. The calendar app needs to know those business hours, so customers can only book an appointment with you when you're actually there for your customers. Applying those opening hours with the calendar app is super simple and takes less than 30 seconds. All you have to do is create recurring events in your Google Calendar at those times when you're not available.
So when you open your Google Calendar and apply opening hours, you want to make sure that you're using the calendar you're also using in your calendar app event. So here on the left hand side you see all your calendars, and you want to make sure that you apply the opening hours to the correct calendar. And we hop over to calendar app. I've created a classic one-on-one event from the template right here. Click on pencil, and if I click on pencil again, you see that the primary calendar is pre-selected. It's this one over here. But for the purpose of this demonstration, I'm going to delete that and just create a new calendar. After it's created, I click on plus, and then it will be added. Click on save and save the event. Over here in your Google Calendar, it does not show up on the list, but simply click on refresh. And as you can see, it shows up here on the consulting session. Now, if you click here and you want to add an event, you see that it will be automatically added to the primary calendar. And that's because Google will always add the appointment or the event to the calendar that's ticked here at the very first. So if you untick that and then add it, then it will be added to the consulting session. All right, let's start creating our 9 to 5 opening hours. Simply by scrolling up all the way to midnight and then clicking and dragging it until 9 a.m. Give this a title of closed, and then click on doesn't repeat. Click on does not repeat again, and then say every weekday, Monday to Friday. Click on save. And we do the same for our afternoon hours. Now, as you can see, we have our morning and afternoon hours saved. And if we take a look at the next week, we see that they're always applied. All right, let's go back and make sure we apply the correct weekend hours. We're making Sundays and Saturdays closed, just like so. Click on doesn't repeat, but then this time click on custom and select S and S for Saturday and Sunday. Click save. Awesome. Let's go back to calendar app and click on the URL icon, click on schedule, messenger, and let's see how our opening hours have been applied. As you can see, Saturdays and Sundays are closed. We can't click it. And if we click on, let's say, next week on Thursday, we see that we can schedule appointments from 9 to 4 p.m.
However, there's one more thing. What happens if you use the calendar app to book tables at your restaurant, or you have multiple people on your sales team or multiple employees for your hair salon? Do you then have to create those opening hours for every calendar over and over and over again? No, you don't have to. We got you. You only have to create those opening hours once, in one calendar only. And this will automatically apply to all the other calendars as well. Here's how it works.
We are back at our calendar app account, and if you click on the pencil icon of the event and on the pencil icon next to use case again, we see the calendar that we created earlier. Now, what we want to do now is we want to use this calendar down here at the opening hours option. Right? If you click here, you see that you can select the calendar which applies opening hours. And we use a different calendar that actually holds the appointments of our customers. So first of all, we delete the calendar from here and we select a calendar. In this case, I go with leads right there. And over here, we're going to go with our support consulting session calendar. However, we want to change the name first. So we go to settings, change the name to something like calendar opening hours. Changes will be saved automatically. Then we close this to reload the event, just like so. Delete this once again. Select your calendar, leads, edit, and down here in opening hours, we're going to go with calendar opening hours, apply it, click save, and then save the event again. And now what's happening in our Google Calendar is that we have this calendar that applies opening hours, and we have a separate calendar that holds all of our appointments. So let's say we have an appointment right there, automatically scheduled with the calendar app, appointment, just like so. Then you can toggle on, toggle off these opening hours, and you will always have them separated, right? The same applies to restaurant as well. So let's say we're going with restaurant event. You see you have all your tables here, and you have the opening hours here. So you have one calendar that applies all the opening hours for the tables, so you don't have to create them over and over again.
So that's all you have to know about opening hours. If you have any questions, navigate to support and submit a support ticket. In the next video, we are talking about how you can use the Calendar app as an agency, adding multiple Google accounts and ManyChat pages of your clients. Until then, subscribe to the channel and have fun using the Calendar app.